What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing Xenosaga Piper. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I've never played this game, and I saw it on itch.io. I was like, yo, this looks sick. So I'm pretty sure this is a remake of a game from like a while ago, and it's actually a pretty popular game. And I'm not popular. It was labeled as one of the best JRPGs of it was one of the best JRPGs labeled. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. So let's just go. Let's just get into it. I might have to fix something because I did try this out and yeah. Alright, it's reading, so there's gonna be a lot of reading. Mom, hey mom, check it out. Not so loud. What is it? Mom, it's a new kind of systematic dog. And it looks like a real one. No, not like those stupid robot models. Don't be silly. You know we can't afford something like that right now. But I'll think about it when the price is more reasonable. What do you say? Really? When can we buy it? Perhaps when you're taller than your mom. Hey, Mom. Yes? Can I try out the trial version of the net on the net? Alright, but only 30 minutes of UMN for today. Awesome. Thanks, Mom. And if you meet any weird people online, I want you to report it and dive out immediately. You got that? Okay, let's try it. Papa Lillian, how about a 6-month-old male? Location is up to you. I just want to test out for 30 minutes. Understood. Small dog, Papa Lillian, male, 6 months old. Corresponding Nexus Corporation, Synavic dog, confirmed location, Arbac Central Park. Okay, sounds good. Playing with a dog? Unknown, ... The vial was poured on the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Who's there? That's funny. I had a feeling someone was there, but it must be nothing. I'm the only one logged in on status screen right now. Come here, boy. Woof woof. Chapter 1, Sequence 1. Xenosaga. Whoa, we're already in the game. So this is probably going to be a quick game. No, I'm wrong. So, I have no idea how long this game is. But more. Captain Sir, this way, please. Status report. You probably already know the large-scale meeting between the Galaxy Federation and the immigrant fleet is planned for next term. The player mage meeting, right? Ow. That's right. Local news reports suggest that Donald McGann, the acting head of the auction district, currently under suspicion. Oh my god, I suck at reading. For this influence within an active right-wing organization. That's so Donald Marguanda began his political rise with the Taurus Foundation and as a country. Foundation refugee aid efforts and acceptance of the immigrant fleet helped them gain support from the moderates. And are they now aligned with? Yes, cause they formed a goodwill ambassador group to win public approval. Seem they set up their little meeting place here in are likely to remain neutral. However, the ambassadors, I think that's how you pronounce it, have been kidnapped. So that's why their public desperation has escalated into something much worse. Ironic, isn't it? So what's the current status of our police investigation? They've identified the location where the goodwill ambassadors and diplomats are being held. Point NGPP642T8. They suspect the crime was carried out by a fringe organization operating under the influence of the immigrant fleet. Has the immigrant fleet released a statement? Yesterday at 22 o'clock, Patarich Julius issued an official statement declaring that the immigrant fleet has no connection to the kidnappings. He's claimed that the immigrant fleet is also a victim and warned that the will likely be canceled unless the Galaxy Federation erases its suspicion. Eases the suspicion. And what do you think? Patarach Julius has consistently advocated for a defined government. I wouldn't rule out possibly that reasonable group is anti-Patarich section, but did the preparations make any kind of statements? No. That figures. Their goal is to trap Donald, not demand a ransom from the goodwill ambassadors. Judging by the nature of the crime, I would wager their ultimate goals to erode diplomatic relations between the Federation and the immigrant fleet. ... I've heard there's a connection between the Taurus Foundation and constructs of the Estimating Hall. Naturally, they're protected by the highest level of anti-hacking security. A quadruple A class barrier like that can only be breached by our own organization or possibly Voyager. Perhaps do you recall the incident when the immigrant fleet ensured a million in space on the yeah, if I remember correctly, Gloria's team oversaw that case, right? I don't know why my phone's not charging. Also heard their failure to uncover only concrete evidence. It said that our extreme right-wing organization on the Federation side, known as the State Net, given the motive behind the crime, I have no doubt that the descendant of, dude, I suck at reading, Voyager are behind it as well. With their enlisted Voyager help, wouldn't they be expected to make it worth its while? I'm not sure. So far, have been many acts of terrorism. But we can't be sure of what nature of rewards he might have received in involvement. For now, I'll dive in, and this is the situation at any rate until the business is settled. Our top priority must be the protection of the Massachusetts holotype program. Ah, yes, about that. What is it? Do not withhold any information in your reports. Mika High is currently tracing them, and given the unusual circumstance, they also brought bugs along. He equipped it with the level 3 counterterrorism amendment BT-278. If all goes proceeds as planned, they should reach the target shortly. They went in without approval. Was misleading behind that. Yes, and I'll dive in as well. Prepare the equipment immediately. That was a long cutscene, and I suck at reading. Oh, is there more? I'm waiting for you. Lads and the others went ahead. Captain. What's been listed as stats according to Issue's report? They should have been nearing the target by now, but, well, whoever designed the Esmemily Hall logic system was highly skilled. Are there any problems? Yes, can you take a... Who? Is this the Courage Structure Law? You're familiar with it? Yes, I've only heard the name when I was in the police academy, but that was about 10 years ago. Who is this? It's not that guy. Who is this? He's not near us. Who is this? Back in the early TC 4,400s, Victor Industrial had a UMN management and administration department. These days, it's been merged into the first division. They're behind the first theories of virtual reality construction inside the new UMN. Carnegie was the name of the mathematician who led the department at the time. Even centuries after the interpretation of his theories, and despite significant advertisement in virtual reality, we are still using his basic law. Without current contributions, virtual reality would still be over 100 years behind. Not bad, Eric. That's right on the money. So, even the most talented programmers continue to develop new virtual spaces based on his theory. Even if they claim it's original now, could you take a look at this? What is this? It looks like a method of constructing a virtual space. This is a virtual space. This is the virtual space that ambassadors are being held captive, and it's where we'll be diving this time. But strangely, they're not using even a single element of the Curtis structure law. Their entire virtual space is built using completely original logic. What's more, once you dive in, you'll find a heavy security and macrophages waiting to exterminate. Why the heck would a criminal want to hack into such a troublesome place? Anyway, and the others already succeed in their infiltration. Thanks to the local police, we are able to pinpoint the location where the ambassadors are being held captive. That was a relief, at least. Seems like somehow managed to find a weak point in the security system. They'll make the things easier for us. What the hell is happening? Even with bugs accompanying them, diving in with a scout and no backup seems like a suicide mission. I'm sorry, Missile was urging me, so when this is over, I expect both of you to submit a report now. Apology for this. At any rate, preparation for my dive are the top priorities now. Are you ready? Yes, I've located a few secure logic points. To calculate the process of the miscellaneous team, you'll need to dive in a point in the virtual. However, even though it's secure as I mentioned earlier, the virtual space security measured are lined like a labyrinth. Plus, the area is also swarming with Marshicane, so don't let your guard down. Understood? Preparations for your dive are complete. Great, let's run the dive immediately, Captain. Yes? Well, there's just one thing that's been worrying you. Yeah, I investigated the trace logs of the ambassadors from the start of the incident until now. I don't see any trace of residence from them. What do you mean? Usually, when someone is held captive in virtual space by an exterior force, their brain leaves some electrical pulse residue as evidence. However, this time there was nothing. The only believable thing is that's ridiculous. Are you assertion that ambassadors are staying there of their own free will. I did a thorough research, though the trace log errors caused by the different differences in how the virtual space was constructed by Iran, unfortunately found nothing. Anyway, there's no potential enemy that hints in any sort of strain now, nor any program that would facilitate them. They're simply unlisted. What do you think, Arch? I'm not sure. Who is this? That's him. This guy is like baby powder. I'm not sure. I can't imagine the ambassadors have a reason for saying there. Have you attempted to force a log out? If that were an option, I would have already done it by now. Forcing someone to log out. To safely perform a forced log out, you must dive directly into the virtual space they occur and make direct contact with them. Understood. Keep a careful choice of my dive records too. Please be careful. I've never encountered an incident this use. Oh. Are we in the game? Holy crap. I'm gonna have to end the video right now because my phone's about to die and my computer, so I have to go charge this. So, well, this is pretty cool. How do I save my game? Oh, there we go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.